Hello everybody, welcome back to Valhalla Cyberpunk Bartending action. Let's load up the game here. Here we go. Alright. Cold. We'll keep these the same. It sure is chilly out there. It's kind of refreshing. The hobo out there seems like a nice guy. Billy Vine? Yeah, he's a cool guy. Very respectful. Apparently he got into some legal trouble and that's why he's like that. Really? I don't remember how any of the voices are, but whatever. He could just also be a very nice crackhead, though. I have a cousin that lives like a hobo, actually. Really? It's a bit complicated, though. Problem is, his family has tried to get him to live with them, but his pride won't let him accept their help. He'd rather live on the streets for some reason. You can't tell with some people, sadly. Why did he become a hobo in the first place? Bad investments and debts. Bank evicted him from his house. Oh. It's a serious problem because he has epileptic attacks but refuses to take his medication. I just don't get what is up with him. Honey, some service here. I'm here. Don't scream. Oh? Were you two hanging out at the back of the bar? What kind of stuff are you doing? Just talking. Is that what they call it these days? God damn it, Dorothy. What do you want? Something soft, something sweet, no alcohol, please. Wouldn't it be the same if you just grabbed a soda from a vending machine? But I like you. Do you dislike my presence so much? Sweet and non-alcoholic, you say? Alright. Sweet sugar-rush. Here you go. Here, like you asked. See? You don't get this kind of treatment from vending machines. Unless you're Lawrence. But he has this weird idea that good service is the same as selling lukewarm cans of cola. Lawrence? A friend of mine. He's a vending machine. Oh, but how impolite of me. I'm lovely and my name's Dorothy. Dorothy Hayes. Nice to meet you. Oh, I'm Alma. The pleasure's mine. Dorothy, you say? Yep. Why? Nothing. I guess I've heard about you before. Really? What kind of stuff? Tell me. Mostly about your, pluckiness. And here I was thinking it's because I'm a sex worker. So much for trying to be subtle. Hey, I take pride in my job. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing it. Isn't it dangerous? I know how to take care of myself, thank you very much. Where do you work, Alma? I'm a hacker. Really? A full-fledged hacker? Not the kind that sees a computer logged into some account and says that's hacking, right? No, of course not. I've always been curious about how being a hacker works. Do you just start typing really fast while waiting for something to happen? No. I can explain, but I don't know if you'll get it. We won't know until you try, right? Last time I said that I had to jam the plastic replica of a halogen... What? I'm not reading that. It was a success! Okay then, let me try to explain in general how it works. Let's say I have to retrieve information from a company's database. Alright. First, I do some research on the target, OS, servers, how the information is stored and all that. There have been a couple of occasions where I had to go in blind, but they're the exception rather than the rule. First, I secure things from my side. I start working behind proxies, websites, and through other more vulnerable computers I find on the way. After that, I start testing the networks. I go through the basic protocols, try known exploits as long as they don't trigger any alarm. Once I've tested the ground, the fun starts. I go through all the security protocol and look to bypass them. Sometimes I have to look deeper into the code for the password itself. I see. Then, when I'm finally in, I go and retrieve user privileges. After that, I go and try to become a super user and get what I need. How do you do that? Well, there are a couple of ways. I can use a pre-made program to hack into an already existing account. I can use info someone already gave me. But the usual way is using a buffer overflow. What happens next? I create a backdoor in the system before leaving and cover my tracks. I can't handle it anymore. What the hell? Alma. What? No, seriously, what the hell? Like, actually. Eh? What? This game's weird. Sorry, I got carried away. No shit. What happened? Have you seen those movies or books where a couple does something like paint a picture or cook, but they make it sound like they're having sex instead? Suggestive scenes, yeah. Well, that whole thing was kind of like that for me. Okay. Really? I guess humans don't really get it because their minds don't upload to networks or anything. But trust me, if you record yourself giving a really detailed explanation in a really sexy voice, you'd make millions. Yeah. No comment. I see. Oh, looks like my ride is here. Your ride? Yep, my brother-in-law came to look for me. Is it alright to ask that? Is it alright to ask that from him? It's okay. I've known him since preschool. It just so happened that he got married to my sister. Hey, Dorothy, you need a ride? Can you drop me by 3rd Street? Sure, it's on the way. Yay, I'll take your offer then. Bye, honey. Later, Jill. Take care. The street seems noisy. Oh, a client. Hello, welcome to Valhalla. What can I get? Such a small yet comfortable place. What the heck? Truly, an oasis of spiritual drinks in the midst of a suburban desert. A place where lost and corrupt souls can gather to forget their troubles for a while. A nest where everyone from the most pathetic scum to the vilest trash junkie can just sit to kill their insides. Truly, a real persona non grata. That's elected for my mysterious place, by the way. I'm so smart and philosophical. Alright, we got ourselves a persona non grata here. What will you have then? 17. Excuse me? I said 17. 7 plus 10. What does that mean? What does it mean to you? Just to be sure, 17 is about the drink you want, right? Only if you want it to be. Okay, hold on. Okay, there is a solution to this. 1 second. Okay, so I know one way to do it. Sorry, I need 1 second. Alright, I think I have an idea here. So here's what we're gonna do. We need something, flavor here. Okay. We need something that has optional carbometry. No, that's not it. Okay. Let's just go alphabetically. We're looking for optional karma. Here we go, Blue Fairy. So we're going to have 4 of these, 1 of these, and then 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Let's hope this works. Here we go. Okay, explain. The total of ingredients here add up to 17. Beautiful. And what brings you here, Mr. Hey, I think I figured it out. I'm Armandio. Virgilio Armandio. See? I introduced myself using the Asian order because that's a lot more polite. Right. And I came here looking for an otherworldly experience. I was passing by and saw this place is called Valhalla. I want to see the souls of resting warriors, the wounded spirits of noble souls. The golden hall full of never-ending banquets, the lively Valkyrie looking over them. We have some arcade machines on the corner. No, you're taking me too literally. You see, I'm being poetic. I'm giving a mystical air to a mundane affair. I wanted to see drunk people. I wanted to see waitresses and food. I wanted to see the bar in all of its decadent glory. Well, you're out of luck. Today's been quite the slow day. Not that I'm very surprised, given how things have been going in the streets, though. Humans are a nasty bunch, that much is true. Making a ruckus, coming in at each other. That's to be expected from the only mammal to kill its own. I'm no zoologist, but I'm pretty sure that's not the case. Oh yeah, to give me an example, not zoologist, bartender. Like I said, I don't know exact details, I just know that isn't right. memory serves right, once a lion takes over a pride, every cub born from another lion is killed or something. Takes over pride? You can't take over pride. Pride is it a tangible thing? You need to stop making things up, not zoologist, bartender. This guy's wild. But going back on topic, do you know what the number 17 means? The atomic number of chlorine? No, and Chloe is a name, not a number, you know? The group where halogens are in the periodic table? Stop making up words like halogens, periodic, and table. Okay then, I give up. 17 is us. Eh? Every human has 17 pairs of chromosomes. That number is the whole foundation of you and me. I'm pretty sure it's more than, I'm pretty sure it's actually more like 44 or something. It's 23. Yeah. Okay, it's not 44, but it's more, I knew it was more than, yeah, right, because they're in pairs, so 23 would be double would be 46. What is? Humans have 23 pairs of chromosomes, not 17. Well, they're both primal numbers, so it's the same idea. Primal. Do you want anything else? I think... I'd like a single plum floating in perfume served in a man's hat. I think 17 actually is a prime number, so I think he's right about that, but I'm not sure. I can't, Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it is. I think. Okay. I'm just gonna look up plum floating in perfume in a man's hat. There's gotta be some kind of explanation to this. A single plum floating in perfume served in a man's hat. Oh, it's from The Simpsons! Oh my god. It's from The Simpsons. Okay. 1 second. A fedora with perfume and a plum. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? Oh yeah, it's a reference to The Simpsons. Yoko Ono goes to Moe's tavern, asks for a single plum floating in perfume served in a man's hat, and then Moe gives it to her. Here you go. Here. Huh? You did it. Wait, you did. Enjoy. I will. I'll drink this perfume. This is funny. This is great. You don't really have to. Yeah, that'd be silly. You win this round, bartender. Hey, bartender, have you ever thought about death? How? What if we're already dead, both of us? What? What tells you I even existed before I entered that door? How can you assure me that this reality is real and we were not in fact in heaven or hell all alone? What if everything up to this point was just some stupid story written by an unemployed 20-something in his room? I could punch you to make you feel reality. I don't care about any of that, actually. This reality is real for me, and that's all that matters. Such a closed-minded way of seeing things. Why am I getting an ad for Genshin Impact? At least I hope that's not Genshin Impact, because if that's Genshin, I'm going to be upset. I'm on, like, the wiki, because I needed to look up the drink he wanted with the perfume and the fedora. What is this? No, it's some random other game. Okay, good. It's not Genshin. If it were Genshin, I'd be furious. You need to get away from the factual facts. Open your mind to things beyond your reach. You'll never reach enlightenment if you don't start. The habanera started. It means the twilight of the gods in German, by the way. Well, you're on your own, bartender. Enjoy your new world order. What? A couple of nearby cars exploded, it seems. Oh, hell. Let me take a look out the window. Be careful. I see lots of flashes in the distance. Most likely gunshots. Chill, come here a sec. What? Newscaster. About 5 gigabytes of reports proving that several White Knight squads have been used to cover. Illegal actions were released to the public by an unknown anarchist group. We're receiving reports of several units going rogue and using their weapons to hunt down anyone they find on the street. Several counter-terrorism forces from neighboring cities have been dispatched in order to subdue the crazed units after a plea from the vice president. We're still waiting for a declaration from Zaibatsu Corp CEO on the subject, but until then, things are ugly in and outside of that bank, it seems. I'd recommend you stay here tonight. It's too dangerous to even think about going outside. What if they break in? They won't. Even then, the bar is quite the security system. And I'll be in here protecting you as an added bonus. Yeah, I guess I'll stay tonight. I'll get you the spare mattress I have. Do you mind sleeping in my office? No, I guess it's fine. Good. Let's hope everything gets solved by the morning. I'll have a Zenkanto on hand just in case. A metal bat with nails? There's nothing it can't bash. Say, Gil, Core. Hope everything's better by tomorrow. Yeah. Sleep tight, I'll protect you. Total earnings, total mistakes, commission, today's payment, tips, follow service bonus. Still transfer. Alright. Here we go. It is now safe to keep playing. Alright then. Rise and shine. Yeah, good morning. It's 11 a.m. though. That's morning for me on the weekends and any other day. How's everything outside? Yeah, I love sleeping in too. I'm not a morning person. Still noisy, but forces have been deployed to take care of most of them at least. How so? Zaibatsu Corp's president is pleading with anyone to stop the rogue White Knights. Neighboring city forces were deployed quickly and have subdued most of the opposition. There have also been reports of White Knights just freezing, like they were petrified somehow. They make it sound like some god suddenly decided to put everything in place. Well, I'm just glad no bullets are flying in and out of the whole building. Sure, there's still some bad apples out, and it's not really safe yet, but it was worse last night. There also seems to be a civilian force lynching any White Knight they spot. So not only are the White Knights a problem, regular folks are on edge too. I wonder if Sei is okay. Should we be worried about Gil? That kid knows how to take care of himself. I'm sure that whatever it is that he's doing, he's safe. Dare I even say safer wherever he is than here? I sure hope so. Are we gonna work today? Nah, things are too nasty right now. Let's take the Sunday off. Oh, alright. Say, do you want me to help you get to your apartment? Actually, yeah, I'd appreciate that. Okay then, let me lock things up and we'll go. We'll grab something for lunch on the way. Sounds good. And here we are. Home sweet home, thanks a lot. Hey boss, wanna hang out for a bit? Yeah, grab a beer, chill out for a bit. Mostly to thank you for helping me. Well, I don't have much to do anyway, so yeah, sure. I did tell you you should invite me to your apartment sometime, didn't I? Oh yeah, you did. What worries me a bit is that beer always leads to something else. To more beer? I was gonna say to one of us going through the Spanish announcer's table, but I think we're safe here. The Spanish announcer's table? Well, I don't know what that means. Is that like a wrestling thing? Because in wrestling they have multiple language announcers. I don't know. Come on in then. Excuse me. Want one? Sorry, I don't smoke. Don't mind me though. Smoke if you want it. Thanks. Say, how's the chilly weather treating you? It gets cold from time to time, but nothing a Kotatsu and the heater can't fix. Oh right, boss, you're not very good with the cold, are you? You know it. You didn't bring your jacket here either. Yeah, I left it at home when going to the bar yesterday. It wasn't that cold and I didn't expect to spend the night at the bar. Would you like a sweater or something? Oh, don't mind me. I insist. I have this hoodie from some time ago. It was too big for me. Why buy it then? It was dirt cheap. Right. Wait, where did you get this one? You know, some flea market ages ago? Why? Nothing. It's just like one I had many years ago. What happened to it? Too much use. It just ripped. I see. You can keep it if you want. I never use it anyway. We'll see. Come to think of it, how old are you, boss? I'm eternally 17. Fair enough. 17 plus how much? 17 plus I'd have to cut your tongue if you knew. Alright. Let me go change it to something more comfortable. Take your time. Say, Jill, there's a blue-eyed mass of black fur glaring in my general direction. Oh, that's just 4. He's just wary of any new visitors. Cats will be cats, I guess. He'll warm up quickly, though. Just give him time. He's unusual looking. Blue eyes on a black cat. They usually have green. Yeah, weird, huh? At first I thought they were like that because he was small, but they never changed. Do you have any pets, boss? Back at home we had a bear. I see. What? Good old Bosco, he kept intruders way better than any dog. Right. This picture here isn't something you see every day. What, me taking such a sappy pic? No, a framed picture on printed paper. It's so vintage. Who are these? That's, the one on the right is Lenore, my ex-girlfriend. The one on the left is Gabrielle, her sister. Huh, is this pic recent, or... Actually, that one's from 3-4 years ago. They look exactly the same. I'm only 27. What did you expect? That's why they say kids are the ones that get old. I thought it was recent because you don't usually see people displaying pictures of their exes so openly, let alone a printed and framed one. Did you two break up on good terms then? You even hesitated a bit when calling her your ex. Let's just say that everything ended with both of us saying mean things. And me storming out of her house, breaking a couple of things on the way out. We never broke up formally, and I guess you still have feelings for her. They just went away, haven't said a word since. Oh, Jill. Really? It's hard to picture you doing such a thing. You look so happy in the pic. Why have her pick out like this then? I just couldn't get my mind off something that Alma said to me. About missing having the warmth of someone pressed against your side. Using them as a pillow, mixing your perfume with theirs, putting your head in their chest, listening to their breathing as they pet your head, dozing off them when they're there, watching you, protecting you. I don't know, I felt nostalgic and miserable. Oh, just put this away. I've been meaning to apologize, but I feel like it's too late now. Whenever I go out, there's this fear in the back of my head that I'll meet her in the street. I just don't know if I could face her again, let alone talk to her. That'd be a mess. It's never too late to apologize, Jill. Unless you're, that one song where it literally says it's too late to apologize, it's too late. I don't remember. What is it, One Republic? It's One Republic featuring someone, I think. Whatever. Maybe. What's that on the table? Looks like an envelope. It's nothing. Nothing, no! Please give that to me. Oh. Alright. I saw nothing. Don't worry. Anyway, let's grab some beers. Guide me. Damn, you have lots of beer. Well, the BTC gives me discount on a point card I can use every time I buy their alcohol. But that beer is actually the cheapest drink I can get. Is there any difference between the drinks at the bar and these? The drinks at the bar are more addictive, flavorful, and also stronger than the ones they sell in stores. And besides, the one at the bar is more of a double IPA. This one is more of a Pilsner. I don't understand what any of that means. How many cans of beer is healthy to have? I don't know. I don't understand. In English, please. This one's lighter in color and lighter in flavor. Dunno, it doesn't taste like a lighter to me. Is this one made with that, what was the name of the base liquid you use at the bar again? Nutriogenic diametrical lidogenol, or NDL. It was a supplement or something, right? It was an experimental fluid they created to replace water when the mated kiss produced polluted water supplies. The effects of pollution turned out to be temporary, so NDL never went into mass production. But the BTC still commissioned it for use at bars. Is this the one they made with it? Let's see. Yep, here it is, near the end. NDL and cornstarch. Cornstarch? It serves as a stabilizer, if I remember correctly. They need it for packaged drinks. I see. I just realized something. What? You're a nerd, Jill. Guilty as charged. I still have that bottle of rum somewhere around. Do you want some of it? 1 second. Oh. Will you have some too? Not really, no. Then leave it like that. I'm not letting you drink beer alone. It's not how drinking with friends works. Do you consider me a friend then, boss? Why wouldn't I? For now, with being my boss and all, I was never too sure. Well, in case you had any doubts, yes, I consider you one of my best friends. Besides, you and Gil are always so diligent and responsible that I'm boss in name only anyway. That's good to know. On a side note, it surprises me that you kept that poster of me in the room. And even more that you hung it in plain sight. When I gave it to you, it was more or less a joke, you know? Does it make you uncomfortable? If it doesn't make you uncomfortable, why would it make me uncomfortable? It's my own face. And I'm still wondering why you did it, though. Aside from filling an empty spot at the wall, I don't really know. I thought it was funny, too. I guess it's like if someone gave you, I don't know, a dildo-shaped trophy or something, and you had it there as a conversation starter. And we just got demonetized? Although no one comes here anyway, so it's kind of pointless. What? No steamy nights of passion? Not since a year ago, I think? And I'd rather not talk about what happened then. Did someone hurt you? Because if they did, I could go dish out the pain. No, nothing of the sort. A different kind of mess. Uncomfortable mess. Not being able to have sex for reasons mess. Glad to know you have my back, though. That's what friends are for. Wait, you talked about the poster and compared to having a dildo-shaped trophy. Did you just... I'm not reading that. That's what friends are for. Hey, boss, be honest with me here. About what? Who's Gil exactly? What do you mean? You know what I mean. Who the fuck is he? Oh yeah, that. Well, I have a couple of ideas. I know for certain that Gil was in the Hong Kong riots, and he took part in the anti-riot force before defecting. That should give me a clue as to who he is, but so far I've only found out about one such defector, and he didn't leave Hong Kong for at least 4 years. I also know for certain that Gil was in England and France during that time frame. It's always like that. When I think I have a clue as to who he is, something else comes up that contradicts the evidence. That guy's troublesome. A bit, yeah. I don't want to accidentally, like, get alcohol poisoning or something. You know what, you know. 1 second. I wonder if Gil's alright. What day were we on? Like, we were probably on, like, day 5. Doesn't say. That's weird. You worried about him? You make it sound like I'm some emotionless robot. He could be hard to read. I wouldn't worry about Gil so much, though. There's 3 things I know for certain. There's 3 things that I know for certain about him. First, he can take care of himself. Second, you can sincerely trust him. And third, he absolutely hates bell pepper. Yeah, honestly, I kind of do too. He does? I've seen him even reject food that has been in contact with it. Sorry about that. Man, what a baby. Unless he's allergic or something. He's not. Man, what a baby. How did you meet such a guy? He showed up in the door of the bar. He what? Well, it was shortly after the whole incident with Robert and the levitation problem. Right, levitation potion. It was a slow day and he just showed up at the bar. I offered him a drink, but he said he didn't have money on him. I couldn't leave him alone, so I pretty much gave the drinks for free. And after a couple, he broke down crying. Huh? I don't know what he did, but he was really regretting it. He wanted a second chance or whatever, and I told him if he could wash himself, I'd find him a job. And I'll be damned, he looked totally different the next day. Damn. Sorry. Damn. I tried and failed to find out anything about him. So I decided to take him at face value. I judge him from what he did as an employee. Aside from the occasional sudden escapade, he's been as loyal gets. I return the favor in kind for covering his ass from time to time, sometimes literally. What surprises me is that you took him in so easily. I can take care of myself, and I always kept an eye on him. How many beers in one sitting? Okay. How many beers can you drink in one sitting? Okay, I did not get a clear answer for that web forum, and surprisingly, everyone said either like 1 or 30. And besides, after the whole Robert thing, I couldn't ignore some of that desperate so easily. Okay, I just remembered something. This is funny because it reminds me of me. There's a joke in Community where they're discussing. If you haven't seen Community, what have you done with your life? But like they're discussing what bar to go to, and this woman wants to go, and Shirley wants to go to this one bar because they have virgin mudslides, and Jeff is like, those are milkshakes. I see. You make the bar more lively yourself, you know? How so? Well, with the regulars you've earned, of course. Like that blonde titty hacker. I can't remember her name. Alma? I was gonna say Armitage. She's a nice girl, you know? I don't think she's young enough to be called a girl, says the girl who's eternally 17. In any case, she's really lovely. When you hear her speak of her family, she speaks with such love. Her face just brightens up. It makes me kind of jealous that she has such a close relationship with them, to be honest. Do you have bad relationships with your family? Not bad, but I'm not exactly close to anyone aside from my mom, dad, and aunt. Okay. Recommended maximum. How many beers a day is too many? I'm thinking about this too hard, but who cares? Let's see. Less than 14 total during a given week, and 4 or fewer drinks on any single occasion. Alright, so we're good to have 3 then. I don't know, maybe you can have 12 and die in this game, I don't know. Sorry about that. Oh, shoot, I hope I didn't miss that line. I'm very distracted, I'm sorry. But back to Alma, I'm really hoping she finds a nice guy to settle with. I mean, she's so bent into finding one, I can't help but want her to succeed. Ah, I see. There's also that sex worker robot girl. Dorothy. She intrigues me, though. I've seen lots of sex workers over the years, and she seems pretty giddy. It's not that she likes her job, rather that she likes to take it with such childish excitement. I've kind of noticed that too, but then again, Lillian can be weird. You think? Well, I'm operating some really foreign logic. I mean, they don't really share our fear of mortality. Even if their bodies are destroyed, their minds are already backed up in the collective source. If they lose an arm, they can reattach it or replace it. Depending on the circumstances, they might not even feel pain at all. It's not like they have an extra tainting like emotions like fear or love, but they are different. Like a different culture, if you must. I didn't see it that way. Aside from that, Dorothy is a DFC-72. It's a social interactions model or something. Lilum get positive reinforcement straight from their bodies if they're fulfilling their main purpose, so I'm guessing she gets a built-in push whenever she's in a meaningful or challenging social interaction. Interesting. The name Lilum is a bit weird, though. It is? You'd expect them to be called bots or dolls, but Lilum doesn't convey an image of automations. Just a tip, bots and dolls are considered slurs by them. Bot is akin to calling them retarded, and doll is like calling them fake. Thanks for the advice. Oh crap. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, I didn't think about that. I'm so sorry, guys. I didn't mean to read that. Crap. That aside, do you know why they're called Lilum? As far as I know, because they all come from a bigger AI called Lilith. And Lilum are Lilith's offspring in Jewish folklore. Ooh, cool. Hey, speaking of names, why don't you like being called by your full name? I have no idea what you're talking about. Don't act stupid. Back when you first transferred, I called you Julianne, and you almost tore me a new one with your glare. See? Like that. She's trying to get herself killed, isn't she? It's no big secret, but it's one of those things that feels silly when you say it out loud. Try me. Well, did you ever watch Model Warrior Julianne? Not all of it, but my little sister's a big fan of the reruns. Back when I was in elementary school, I was a huge fan of the show. I had everything, from the dolls to the costumes to the lunchboxes. It didn't help that it was one of those shows that got strapped literally everywhere. I saw a couple of episodes once. They were really nice. It was beyond nice. The show's about a model who can transform into an armor-clad magic knight. Honestly, you know what? I would watch that. She fights demons born from greed and vanity. How the show presented Jules hating her job because it invited enemies, and yet still found solace in trying to be a role model. Hell, the main character wasn't a kid. Julianne was an adult that became younger when transformed. I'd say it was a pretty ambitious kids show, even by today's standards. Just the fact that her enemies were literally issues dealing with beauty standards of body image, challenging as fuck. Whoa, you got excited there. And that is the problem. Back when I was obsessed with Jules, I sang the songs dressed like her. I could even recite full chapters. Something tells me you still can. That's besides the point. It was nice while I was in elementary school, but then I went into middle school. And what a surprise, tweens are jackasses. They went out of their way to tease me about the things I did back then. I don't hold it against Jules, I always hold my grudge against those fuck jobs. Sounds rough. You know how most girls worry about their thighs at that age? I worried about jerkasses singing the theme tune of the show mocking me. Anyways, every time someone calls me Julianne or Jules, I instinctively react negatively. Pavlov would be proud of me. I never talk about it because I find the whole thing too silly in retrospect. And yet, it affects you, even today. There's nothing wrong with it, though. It's actually kind of reasonable. I sure hope so. Come to think of it, what kind of kid were you, boss? When I was a toddler, I was the kind to always fight with kids bigger than me. Then puberty happened, and I became a Merriam-Webster definition of shallow jerkwad. Around the time I turned 16, I realized what an idiot was, and I went on to become who I am today. And the less I talk about those years from 12 to 15, the better. Fair enough. I don't think anyone likes themselves at ages 12 to 15. So, Jill, what kind of guy was your grandpa? He was rough around the edges, the kind of guy that means well even if he says otherwise. He seemed to have a soft spot for me, though. One moment he was congratulating my dad by berating him a little, and the next he was playing with me. My dad worked a lot, and my mom was always traveling, so I spent most of my childhood with him. Can I ask how he died? Out of old age. My dad says his last words are something like, "Fucking scientists created talking mannequins, but they still can't let you upload your brain." Why the question? I'm curious about you. Really curious. I just realized that even though we see each other almost every day, I know very little about you. Oh. From what you tell me, though, it seems Grandpa's personality rubbed off on you a little bit. I've heard that one since I was a kid, actually. You know, boss, I'm a bit curious about your circle of friends. What kind of people do you have in it? Keep in mind you're included in this circle too, so any insults you hurl will apply right back at you. Anyways, I have this friend I've known for a long time, a red-headed glasses-wearing gun nut called Iris. The one you called for the helmet thing? That one. She's managing a BTC bar in Panama right now, if I remember correctly. She's She's managing a bar too? I got the idea from her, actually. Yeah. It's called N1RVNA, and if you thought this city was dangerous, you should see the people she has to deal with there. Oh yeah, I think they were making a sequel to this game about that bar, actually. I don't know if it's out yet or whatever, but I'd like to play it someday. Piracy ain't nothing to fuck with. And means it's an annex to another business. What else does she do there? I think the bar was originally her hotel's bar. She moved the bar to its own building elsewhere and opened Nirvana B in the hotel instead. Weird decision. I believe she said she wanted a place away from the noisy rich tourists that go to the hotel. So that bar is her woman cave. Woman cave. That aside, let's see, friends. I guess there's also my little sister, but that's a given. Oh, there's also my old partner from when I was with the Neo San Francisco Police Force. Good old Lexi. Should give her a call sometime. Wait, you were in the what? I've done lots of things, Jill. I spent a short time collaborating with the police force. I've been a wrestler, an MMA fighter, chimney cleaner, lumberjack, pet shop attendant, corporate mascot. Corporate what? I still see my face on some websites from time to time. Anyway, aside from you, Gil, my sis, Iris, and Lexi, I guess there are a lot of people that don't want to see me in harm's way, mostly because they're the ones that want to hurt me. What about you? I guess I have acquaintances here and there. Back at home in college, I went out a lot. But I still felt more going out was the pleasure rather than the people involved. Aside from you and Gil, my closest friend since moving here is Alma. Oh, and Dorothy. I mean, sure, there's always 4, but that cat's a hermit that refuses to go out. And you know, he's a cat. Hey, cat's fine too, you know? Hey, boss, what do you do when the bar closes? I don't know. Maybe I'll take a friend's offer of working with her. I was also thinking about going back home and helping with things there. Or maybe going traveling for a while. I see. Oh, but don't worry, bureaucracy is slow as fuck, so they won't close the bar for quite a while. Better enjoy being there while you can. Yeah, maybe. Will you be visiting me in whatever bar I end up working in? I have a bone to pick with the guy that supervises the bar I'm planning to get you transferred to. I go there even though I have virtually no reason to. With you there, I'd have something pleasant to look forward to. You're sending me to someone you have problems with? If I have to trust another bar owner, it's certainly him. He's actually a pleasant boss from what I've seen. The fact that he and I have a tendency to go at each other's throats is an unrelated matter. I'll trust you on that one then. Don't worry, maybe I can get you a bracelet made out of wood pieces from the bar's counter or something. We'll see. Hey, I'll tell you what. When the bar closes, let's both take a vacation. Go on a trip. That'll clear your mind a bit. Yeah, maybe. What's this? Your electricity bill will be sent out on the 24th. Please make sure you have the $8,000 needed. Jill is curious about a Daruma she saw. Getting one will prevent her from becoming too distracted. Have a nice day. Here we go. A Japanese superhero that has seen better days still has been shoved to it. Alright. I think that's going to be everything for this episode. Alright, I'll see you. I'll leave a like, comment, subscribe, and that's going to be all for me for now. Bye. Have a great day.